Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, if you're a Jamaican, I hope you feel, what should I say? I hope you feel very happy. If you're a criminal supporter, enabler, and someone who have a criminal mind, someone who have little or no respect for law enforcement officers, and someone who do believe that you have the right to assault a police officer, abuse him physically and verbally, and to literally threaten him and to threaten him. In America, that's 10 years in prison to threaten a police officer, but in Jamaica, it's nothing. So I wanted to watch this video because when I was a young police officer back in the 1980s, these kind of behaviors unheard of. Yes, and that's why I tell the people, so when some of you thought that I am a labourite, I have no problem with that, because I remember that was during that time we had a Prime Minister who loved us as police officers, but most of the police officers, they are PMP criminal organization supporters, and because most of them, they are criminal minded and they are thieves. Yes, and I said that without any apologies. So that's why they did not like that man, but that was a man that loved us. And we know that if Edward Siaga, do get the chance to continue in 1989, right now Jamaica would be the Singapore in the Caribbean, because remember, Singapore, the blueprint that Singapore got, and where Singapore is at right now, got it from that man. Yes, but some people won't tell you that the Singapore that everyone in the world envy, it's a blueprint that was created by that man, Edward Siaga. The man that black people don't love. They hated him because he's white. But now, you see the same black people now, they love a man who's a foreigner, who's about to destroy Jamaica. Didn't born in Jamaica, Yeah, Mark Golden is not Jamaican. You understand? Not Jamaican. And we know that in Jamaica you can buy birth certificate. It's just simple as that. We are telling you that because we are Jamaican. We have the most corrupt agencies them in Jamaica. You understand? Maybe it's now that thing is coming on the stream because of the Americans. But you understand? So, and when he had born, a PMP criminal organization was in power. So I just saw it go. So, in this video, as I said, I remember as a young police officer in the 1980s, and during my career as a police officer in Jamaica, no civilian could not put their hands on me as a police officer, assaulting me by physical pushing or choking me in the chest and using expletive, yes, telling police to lollipop them mother and this and threatening my life, and was able to drive off. Then stop, get out of his vehicle and tell me to lollipop my mother. The man who was assaulting the inspector of police should not be able to drive off in his car, much less leave the scene of a crime. The inspector is a disgrace to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. But I know because of the Indicom Act and because of the camera that these police officers are afraid. If you know what you're for, man, you just do your job. You don't care what nobody wants to do. You remember that we know that the law is always in favor of the criminals in Jamaica. That's why we say Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. And you have a section of You see the popular vote that the PNP criminal organization got last week, those are the people, majority of them. And I'm telling you that. I can't believe that the Jamaican police officer, especially an inspector of police, allow himself to be belittled, degraded and disrespected in such a manner. He just stood there and took it like an ignorant police officer who does not know how to effect an arrest and make the laws of Jamaica speak for itself. The man's behavior is typically one of those show-off Jamaicans who do not respect the rule of laws in Jamaica and behave like a bad man until caught. That's why when they migrate to the United States of America, they may not lose them life. And we're always happy for that. And we say that without any apologies. Yes, because when them try for, disrespect the American police, them just give it to them. I will love it. Anytime we see it on the news, they say, yes, happy riddance, Yes, I will not share no grief or sympathy or empathy for them. Because them finally meet them much. But in Jamaica, you know that everything is always skewed. Everything is in the interest. Everything is for the populace and against the police. Although the law is there for the police, but the law is against the police. Remember that. In Jamaica, the police have no rights. They have no rights under the Constitution. The Jamaican police officers are like foreigners because they have no right to remain silent. Jamaican police are the only police officers in the world where they are forced to give a statement, and it's mandatory. When I was a police officer, when Edward Seaga was Prime Minister, a statement is a voluntary thing, just like in the United States of America. If I feel like I don't want to give a statement, I don't give it until I feel like I want to. Nobody can force me to give a statement, and I would not go to jail or have a criminal record for not giving a statement. But hey, these are the same police officers that love the PNP criminal organization and the law, that the Indicom law that was there from 1994. That P.J. Patterson, the most corrupt Prime Minister, wanted it so that he could criminalize police officers. And it's the same man that most of you police officers and Jamaican people hate the man Edward Seaga. This is a man that prevented this law to come on the books in Jamaica. So that's why we say we love Edward Seaga, because Edward Seaga loves us as police officers. Police officers in Jamaica, they're just like the poor people, the poor, ignorant, not and Speedy Gonzales Jamaicans. They're, the same people, the same kind of people who voted against Marcus Garvey back in the days and voted for white rice, curry goat, 3-finger banana and 2 dumpling and a cup of white rum for one day. And then after that, for the next 5 years, them don't see the white man who them elected to KCAC. And that's a fact. You understand? So, just keep them ignorant and you control them. Just allow them, and you give them credence. So in my days, the number of marked service vehicles that would have gone for him. The accused man, the suspect who assaulted the inspector of police. I don't know how come the police now on a portable radio. I never hear them using a radio or anything like that. But I heard the person was videoing the incident, repeating the man's license plate number. I don't know what happened to him, if there's any follow-up to what happened. But I hope the police that they would have, gone for him in the early mornings at his home and arrest him. If he could, if he could escape from the scene, would have been unlikely. What is Jamaica coming to when someone has no respect for the police and they are the ones who get the support from the population and from the political hierarchy? You have all kind of human rights group there for them. But the police, they are not effective as in our time, because you have criminals. You have criminals, who work with the police, and all of these people who are against the police. You have to know how to, really intelligence and information, and make these criminals go and visit the same people. Yes, I make them experience what it is that victims of crime experience. But these police officers are not smart. You understand? because there are many ways. Because once criminals know that guns are somewhere now and they want it, you just send them. You understand? Yes. Especially if you know, say the police is a criminal police and them thing. They let him do it. You understand? So right now we can see Jamaica fast becoming like 80. Mark my word. With these inept lawmakers who are sleeping at the wheel. And are not making it, and are not making these outdated laws of misdemeanor make it a felony. Not even misdemeanor, because these are petty session cases. Yeah, push the inspector of police. A petty session case. Can you believe it? In America, it's a felony. And everything Jamaica want to be American. So if political leaders remain silent or fail to address the issue of citizens misbehaving, assaulting or killing police officers, several negative consequences may arise. And I tell you, because, if this video was sent to us and we just have to, give it some justice. The first thing is going to happen, if they not address this assaulting police, resisting arrest, obstructing police and make it a felony, don't let Bert Samuels and the other criminal-minded lawyers in Jamaica who are benefiting from crime, you understand? And they don't. Yes, and you must understand that these lawyers, they don't care about the poor people, Them just care, it's what's in it for them. You understand? So if the politician don't address these things and make these change the laws from petty session to felony. Because that's how people start to obey the law and have respect for police. But in Jamaica, because there's no the last leader we have in Jamaica that had to show the police respect was Edward Seaga. From we get Michael Manley, he does go right down and just keep going down. PJ Patterson verse, then Portia, and it just go on and on and on. And right now, we don't see any turn in regards to that way. Yeah, we don't, because those laws are outdated and people realize say you can beat up a police, go to court, pay $20 and that's it, and you're not a criminal record. You can't do that in other jurisdiction. But yet still them say, yeah, them on the Jamaican police, them wear body camera, but them still now update the laws to first world country. Them on Jamaica if you have first world body camera and everything, but all of the laws them is archaic. Yeah. Archaic laws them they are not new ones, and laws them outdated. Not even dog them can't use them law. They can't, you understand? So what you have here, you have the erosion of rule of law. The rule of law is fundamental for a function in society. If citizens are allowed to engage in criminal behavior, including assaulting and killing police officers without consequences, it's undermined the very foundation of law and order. Right now, you have two big major jailbreaking at 18. Remember, that there was this guy, from Jamaica. I'm gonna play that thing again. He was there in Jamaica to kill the Prime Minister, and we get a whole light and we reveal it. You understand? And they think it is a joke. So now that they have a huge prison break in 80, just look. And Jamaica is the criminal's paradise, Our Jamaican people, they're going to put them up and you're going to see what is going to happen. Yes. All of you people who sleeping at the wheel, the PMP criminal organization, they will burn down Jamaica just to roll over the ashes. They don't love the Jamaican people, and they love people who are ignorant, and you understand. So 2, I will tell you already, 2, decrease public safety. Police officers play a crucial role in maintaining public safety. If they are adequately protected or their authority is consistently maintained, it can lead to increased crime and decline in public safety. But maybe these lawmakers don't care about that, you understand? So 3, trust. Loss of trust in law enforcement. If citizens witness their political leaders remain silent in the face of attack on police officers, it can erode trust in law enforcement. Trust is essential for effective policing and cooperation between the police and the community. And we have been seeing this for years, decades. The last time we have a prime minister where come out and talk for the police and make the people them know, hey, look here, you see my police, if you assault my police or this or that, there are consequences. You don't see that from any of them. The only politician we see that ever echo anything was him named Bobby Montague and Chang. But them need to upgrade the law them, make the law them become felony for assault, resist arrest, obstruct police. All of them things need to change from petty session. All the laws that were there, that was from slavery days. Yes, in time after the Moran Bay Rebellion. At the time, you know, Jamaican were, although they weren't that violent and disrespectful to the police. I remember after the Moran Bay Rebellion, that's how we get the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So it was the police force itself is because, you know, the people them from slavery them did violent. You understand? The ancestors of slaves. You know, you understand? And I am ancestor of, you know, my ancestors were slaves. You know, one side, you know, you understand? I cannot ignore, well, I cannot ignore, you know, my past, you understand? So that's how it is. So demoralization, 4, demoralization of law enforcement. Continuous assault and killing of police officers without appropriate response can demoralize law enforcement personnel. This may lead to decreased moral motivation and effectiveness in their duties. So that's why I see the inspector of police, him just take it like that. Cause him demoralize, him afraid, all him I think about, because he don't take anything in a Jamaica if you go upon suspension. Yeah, somebody can just report something against you and your super in charge of the station. For some reason him not like you, he just send up and just recommend for them suspend you. That's how it is. So you have to in a dear good book on them thing if you maintain. I've never been on suspension or interdiction because I always operate in the ambit of the law. That's how it is. You know, once you know what you're for and what you're doing, yeah, you know, so that's how, you know. Yes, and I have encountered so many, I've experienced so many things where, you know, them people them do all kind of things to lie, block roads, many times. But one thing with me, when they come on to the rule of law, I always in the ambit of the law. If you try to take my life, yes, you understand. Nobody feel like say, me I go be afraid of them things. No, sir. No, I'm going to defend my life, or one life me having, and not going to play with that. You understand? But we know Jamaican people, they are a set of criminal-minded people. Not all of them, you know, but most of them, like us, you see the vote there last week, yeah. The PMP criminal organ get the popular vote, yeah, those are the people. Because as I say, and I say it already and I'll say it again, the only time I've ever been shot at by people who are from a labor right community was in Tivoli in 1996. In my entire police career, I have recovered over, them say 37 guns on my police certificate of service, 37 firearm, and there's some that are not on it, and 37 guns, you understand? And I can tell you that for the 37 guns, you know, those guns were recovered easily, you understand what I'm saying? So that's how it is. And we had the support back then, especially with when Edward Seaga was Prime Minister. That support deteriorated after he demits office and everything start going down, because we don't have any leaders in Jamaica. Them follow the corrosions in Jamaica. The popular, they want them to give the PMP criminal organization the popular vote last week. So we want you to watch this video. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. You're going to hear this man bad up the inspector, and you're going to see it for yourself. Not only hear, you're going to see it for yourself. Or him bad up and diss the inspector of police, and I tell you. But it all depends on them. Them set up in over frightened. So you watch, you listen, and you decide.
Wrong enough. I don't have no problem enough.
Yes, man, I know many police officers right now who, who are serving in the police force didn't experience Edward Seaga being the Prime Minister. If Edward Seaga was the Prime Minister in Jamaica, you'd have loved being a police officer because we were treated as royalty as a police officer. When you're a police officer, your police identification, your uniform, that's supreme. I understand that even police officers came using police ID for change a check in Jamaica. When Edward Seaga was Prime Minister, I didn't even have a driver's license. A police ID was the only ID, not even passport. You don't even want to leave Jamaica because you feel and know that you're doing something to help your country because the crime rate was going down and you have the support of the politician them from the Jamaica Labour Party. Yes. So if this is the first time here, we highly recommend subscribing to the Jamaica Young Police channel to stay updated with our latest content. Hit the subscription button above, click the notification bell and select all to receive notifications. Remember to give this video a thumbs up because you will find it helpful and informative. Please remember to share the video with your girlfriend, boyfriend, mama, papa, your side chick or your side man, and tell them to tell a friend about the Jamaica Young Police channel. You can join the Patreon squad. By doing so, you will gain access to exclusive content that cannot be played on YouTube due to various restrictions. To unlock this untapped collection of videos, click the link in the description box below. Joining our Patreon community allow you to explore content that complies with laws, rules and regulations while avoiding disruptions to our channel's functionalities. So thank you for your continued support and we look forward to providing you with exceptional content. So as you have what you see for yourself, you're the man, you saw the man push the inspector of police and chuck him and threaten him and tell him of a lollipop and all kind of things. Yeah, Jamaica that fast becoming 80 because that's the way the man, the inspector not hero in Jamaica, he must sucker, the man who disrespect the inspector, assault him, he's the hero. And CVM and TVJ, them splice the video and police wrong. In Jamaica, you have to understand. That's why I tell you, 90% of the media house, they are the one that destroying Jamaican people, So that's why I don't understand these police officers, but boy, that's why I encourage the young men them to leave. And not because you have a gun and you have a like you don't even have the powers like what I used to have back then. Because Jamaica is totally different. I understand even now when a police involved in a shooting, you have to go to some like conference and you have people that question you inside here about the shooting and that's just like crazy. You understand? In my days that didn't happen, So we give thanks to Edward Seaga because he loved us as police officers. Yes. Although most of the police them are PMP criminal organization supporter. Even you have one of them who used to work at Marine, thief ganja. Him know himself, him thief ganja, and have a runner in America. Him a PMP, Yeah, I'm related to the Superny and Cloney. All thieving police, yeah man, him used to that Marine, thief ganja, run there and come to America. When Seaga Prime Minister, you understand? And know him a big PMP activist, I know him I pretend as if I'm a paragon, but when I'm a thief, you understand? Because that's what them love, That's why most of them are PMP, them support the PMP criminal organ, because them can't thief. You understand? So that's why them don't like say again, because them did issue warrant for him. I hope them, you understand? So, when after a PMP come in power, so the warrant they disappear for that, the thieving police, You understand? Him know himself, You understand? So to address the potential consequences and actions, by the citizens of Jamaica, political leaders must take proactive stance in supporting law enforcement, promoting the rule of law, and ensuring that those who engage in criminal behavior face legal consequences. You know, have them the kind of political leader anymore in Jamaica. Because them feel say not going to reach them doorstep one day. And that's happening in 80. You say you have corrupt leaders, corruption lead to anarchy. That happening in 80. 4,000 men escaped from prison. Well, so them are going to unleash all kind of things in 80, and them are reach Jamaica too. And watch what is going to happen. So criminal behavior, must face legal consequences. So this involves implementing effective policies, supporting law enforcement agencies, and fostering positive relationship between the police and the community, which is very hard because most of the people that live, especially in these so-called communities, because they make themselves poor. Because most of them lazy. When them go to school, them sit down at the back of the class, and them go to school and them want to bad up teacher and bad up other children, other students, and them don't want to learn. And then when them leave school now, them become the socialistic person. You must work, pay tax, and the government to give them money. Yeah, you understand? And when election come down, them just want people to buy them vote, and then after that, because them not work and them not care, because them live already. So them don't want to work. And them not have respect for the rule of law, and them have politicians, because people want them vote. Because once you use the rule of law, no, them not vote for you. That's how it go in Jamaica. Yeah, you have to support them. So one of the best ways to fix what is happening in Jamaica, you have to just use legislation. So public awareness and engagement are also important, crucial, essential, and vital in building a shared commitment to safe and orderly society. Jamaica, is fast to become a failed state, and we have been saying that for years. That's why we say it's a criminal's paradise. So changing the culture where criminals and lawbreakers are treated as victims. Victims are marginalized and the police are viewed as enemies required a multifaceted approach that involves various stakeholders. So we are just telling you so here are some strategies that can contribute to changing such cultural dynamics. 1. Community policing initiatives. Implementing community policing programs, encouraging positive interaction between law enforcement and community members, fostering relationship built on trust, community communication and collaboration to address shared concern. 2. Education and awareness. Conduct public awareness campaigns to educate the community about the realities of crime and impact on victims. So you have to make the people them say, hey, look, when you assault the police, obstruct the police, resist arrest, you go to prison for 10 years. So if you want that, that's, you understand. Because you have to have laws that create deterrence. But hey, when a man knows him can assault the police, him knows him just go to court and pay $20. Yeah, we just say that because you understand. And him have a criminal conviction, and then after that him can migrate to another country and commit crime, then them kill him and send him back to Jamaica and then bury him, and them say, boy, I threw him black. And I threw him black nothing, because him not respect for himself and the rule of law. And feel like, him feel like the world, yeah, the Jamaican culture is the world culture, and I realize it's a different thing when him travel outside of Jamaica. Promote understanding and the challenge of the challenges law enforcement officers faces and the importance of their roles in maintaining public safety. So I have to educate the people them. They know that, And the same people as anything that like police them call. So that's why you have some police officers, the smart one them, especially that there's a community which is hostile towards you, and whenever like them in a war and them I tell you, and them call and you say, boy, yeah, they have been on that, other men from different community invade them, and you just wait until when the dust settle and you try to make sure you're outside of the perimeter of the community, then you will act and challenge them in them. You don't try for go there and try for save them. No, you don't do that. You make them feel it. Because corrosing them, we tell you. So we used to do it as, and we don't have no apologies about that. Once you know, say you're hostile towards the police, yeah, anytime things happen, when you just deal with it, yeah. So transparency and accountability. Advocate for transparency within law enforcement agencies. Ensure accountability for misconduct and addressing public concern. And them establish already independent oversight mechanism to investigate complaints against law enforcement officers. So you know in Jamaica is supposed to have the most bodies where investigate police in the world. They amount, may I tell you. They want, you know, like a police environment, almost about 5 or 7 different agencies. So you understand. If one no get here, 6. If 6 no get here, 1 will get here. I just saw it. So you're always wrong as police. 4, community empowerment. Support initiatives that empower communities economically, socially, and educationally to address root causes of crime. Encourage community involvement in crime prevention and resolution. You have to understand the people them have a mindset where criminality is the way. Yes, and them not believe in a rule of law because the leaders them encourage them to commit crimes. So you expect them to commit crimes. That's how it is. And them also boy them a restorative justice program. Implement restorative justice programs that focus on repairing the harm caused by crime and rehabilitating offenders. Involve victims, offenders, and the communities in finding solutions and promote healing and accountability. But I was growing up on them thing that you never need no restorative justice. People know say if you respect other people and you know say you respect a person and then property. No, them not respect nobody and them thing there. Everybody, boy, me a bit big, I'm a bad and oh, me kill you and this and that's how it is. And then you have no the leaders, them are misleaders, them are silent because if you speak up against them and them lawless behavior, them attack, they won't support you. So that's why. So them use them votes as a bargaining chip against the politician them, especially in the PMP criminal organization communities. And that's why them just continue like that. And then you hear the same politician and come out and them support them. You just need leadership. You know, we need concert. You see, liberalism is a mental disorder. You understand? So political leadership and advocacy. Engage political leaders in promoting policies that support a balanced approach to crime prevention, addressing the root causes while ensuring public safety. Encourage leaders to speak out against criminal behavior and support law enforcement efforts. Unfortunately, in Jamaica, that not work like that. The last time we have a leader like that was Edward Siaga, who come out forcefully and talk for the police. I make them know, say, hey, if you assault my police, may I tell you, when Siaga was Prime Minister, man, may I tell him, man, as a police, whether you have your gun or not, man, hey, look, when Siaga was police, when Siaga was Prime Minister, if you arrest a man and you need assistance of the public, they must assist you, may I tell you. When Siaga was Prime Minister and you try, as a police and you try to arrest somebody, the same citizen in the same community that help you arrest the man. Nobody not try to take the man from you, because they know the consequences. That's the kind of culture that we had then. I mean, I tell you, say, PMP criminal organization destroyed. That's why that's why we keep telling the people about the truth about these people, because they have to change. If they not change, Jamaica will become 80. Because they're on the crop where Jamaica is right there for going on in the abyss. And a little Prime Minister tries to hold it up. The least corrupt Prime Minister and them same corrupt. So if we do a video and educate the Jamaican people and those in the diaspora, the corruption of the PMP criminal organization. Because them know most of the people, them are short memory. And because them don't read and them don't know the corruption of the PMP criminal organization. But we know say they are not the ones that we are trying to reach, because you cannot shame the shameless, and you cannot reach out to people whose brain frozen Although them not live in a Caucasus Mountain. Yeah, them not live in a in a Caucasus Mountain where white people, which white, people brain freeze. But for them brain freezing, although there's no ice not there, yeah man, because them hand over the brain to their brain to the PMP criminal organization, so them cannot think. Wrong is right and right is double right. That's how it is there. So as we tell you already now, the media responsibility, the Jamaican media, biggest enemy are poor people. When I was growing up, before, so encourage responsible media reporting that highlight the impact of crime on victims and promotes a balanced perspective on law enforcement efforts, showcase positive initiatives and success stories within communities. So I can tell you that when I was growing up, even in the 70s, there were two radio stations back then, JBC and RGR. One thing, my mother and I could none of us listen to JBC. Because if you listen to JBC, you're going to become a criminal. Because them promote criminality in a JBC. Yeah, because their message is that from your poor, all of your problem, a police cause your problem, and a police are your enemy. And my mother always said, why the government allow these people to tell poor people say police are, so they want people to commit crime. So all these years, even when I never listened to JBC. You understand? Even when it become a private, it become private, and them turn it now in a TVJ. But it's the same philosophy. So them destroy the mind of the people. So people who grew up listening to RGR were more conservative and law-abiding citizens. Yes, so if you listen to JBC, Public Eye, ran it with that I former, Minister of Education, first cousin of Dr. Caroline Gooms, them destroy people's life, because you have to understand they thrive on criminality by destroying the poor. So the poor think that these people love them, but them don't understand, say, they don't love them, because them don't even want them in them family. You're crazy. Yeah, when the same people, when they are talking about the people who are from the ghetto, in a Kingston metropolitan area, but yet still them a PMP, as I said, I can't point to no labor right and say, yeah, you understand what I'm saying? And when them a class, them thing there, trust me, you're a shock. But yet still, it's just like how I leave Mark Golding as a white man. Remember one time, them hate Siaga because him white. And look now, can you believe it? The same people, them, over decades, look out upon Siaga. Now, he's a white man, he's a foreigner, who never born in Jamaica, him, them a hug up, Yeah, man. And him want to tear down Jamaica democracy. And when a team see former Prime Minister come out, and when I see Peter Phillips, them come out, to defend Jamaica, them a Jamaican, This man has a Trojan ass in a Jamaica. You understand? But because I saw it going on, remember I said the traitor them all they sell out them country from within, because them no care, they are not patriots. So it's crisis intervention and mental health support. Equip law enforcement with training in crisis intervention and mental health awareness to handle the situation involving individuals with mental health issues more effectively. Advocate for increased mental health support services within communities. 9. We need legislative reforms. Advocate for legislative reform that address systemic issues within the criminal justice system. Ensure laws are fair, just and responsive to the need of both victims and offenders. Jamaica needs to stop being so sympathetic to criminals. Yeah, criminals are supposed to feel full blunt of the law. You understand? You're not supposed to dish out the law with no empathy. No, sympathy is a crime. We're not serve sympathy over here, sir. No, sir. So youth engagement programs. Develop and support programs that engage youth in positive activities, mentorship and educational opportunities to prevent involving criminal activities. In Jamaica now, them need to change the law and to make certain you can charge the youth them as adults for them crime. Stop charging them on a juvenile act. We passed in the stage a long time. Jamaica is behind America. I know not try for first world thing. In America, if even a 10-year-old boy commit a crime, them charge him as an adult. Them not care about him mental faculty, him mental health. You understand? Because once him commit the crime, yeah, they must say, well, if you have the sense to commit the crime, you're adult. Yeah, them child, try them as adult. We need to change them like that. Stop treating them boy them as juvenile and boy them poor. How poor, how when me I grow up, how me never commit no crime. And me poor. What kind of madness that? So changing cultural dynamics is a long-term process that requires sustained effort and collaboration between law enforcement, communities, policymakers and other stakeholders. It involves promoting understanding, empathy and shared responsibility for creating safer and a more just society. So our concern here at the Jamaica Young Police Channel reflect a complex and challenging situation where there may be perception of a lack of support for law enforcement and a challenging environment for those working in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The relationship between citizens and law enforcement is crucial to maintain public safety and order and require a delicate balance. So if there is a widespread lack of respect for law enforcement officers in Jamaica and concern about political support, it may be indicative of broader issues within the societal and institutional framework. Public trust in law enforcement is crucial for effective policing, and addressing these issues may involve multiple stakeholders including citizens, law enforcement agency and political leaders. So so here are some some areas, here are some potential areas to focus community engagement. Building building positive relations between law enforcement and community is essential. Community policing strategy that involve officers interacting with residents can help foster understanding and trust. That's something hard to come back because look, the thing why the trust between the police and the citizens have been deteriorated over the years. And I'm going to tell you about an incident years ago, about 20-something years ago, where one Sunday, the police them a Cockburn and them find an AK-47 rifle, and you know that the person who give the police the information did it because they want to get rid of, illegal guns in our community. I know that a police officer by the name of Derek Cowboy Knight collected $1 million from Bully. The man Bully with them kill over live wire, and told them the name of the people them that he believed that give him Crime Stop the information, and they killed the mother and the daughter. And I can tell you that they, even to this day, it's something that really hurt me. And guess what? They were not the person who gave Crime Stop the information, but he told them that. Derek Cowboy Knight. So those two people, the blood of those two innocent Jamaican women that were killing Cockburn in the early 2000s, their blood is on his shoulder. But Cowboy, PMP criminal organization police officer, I tell you that. Yeah, one of Peter Bunting, man. You understand? I tell you that. So transparency and accountability, we tell you already about that, promoting transparency within law enforcement agency and ensuring accountability for wrongdoing can enhance public trust. So this may involve established mechanism for, and you have already, Indicom. Yeah, everything them say run call Indicom. All prisoner in my seat, So policy and legal reform, advocating for policies and legal reform that balance law enforcement needs with protecting citizen rights can contribute to a fair and just system. So in Jamaica, police them now have no rights in Jamaica, Yeah, in Jamaica, police now have no rights when they come on to remain silent. While the criminals in Jamaica, them have all the rights to remain silent. There's nowhere else in our world will that happen. The Jamaican constitution don't apply to them. the police. But yet still, you see people in my police federation. You understand? Because them are lucky and political activists. Them not a problem with that. Because them just licky, you know, them don't care. There's nowhere in the world and the police now have no rights under the constitution. In Jamaica, the Jamaican constitution apply to the Jamaican police officer. Because if it did apply, then INDICOM, where you're forced to give them a statement, would not apply. So, you know, you need public awareness, increasing awareness among the public about the challenges law enforcement officers face. Their roles and the importance of a well-functioning police force can help change perceptions. Political leadership is absent. Encourage political leaders to publicly acknowledge and support the effort of the police force while still addressing concern or issues can contribute to a more supportive environment. Anytime you have the political leaders, then just remain silent. Them say all these things with this video. And then they come out and then condemn it, the behavior of the person, this man who assault the police, tell him to go lollipop him mother or him or kill him and this and you know, hear the Prime Minister. Don't expect the opposition leader or the PNP criminal to do that. Because you have to understand that is their core base. Criminals. I tell you. PNP community will born and grow. Yes, born and raised. No, you can't take that from them. So it is important to note that addressing these complex issues requires collaboration and commitment from various stakeholders. Engaging in constructive dialogue, advocating for a positive change, and working towards a shared vision of safety and justice can contribute to a more harmonious relationship between law enforcement and the community. So you know that, you know, we are expressing our frustration and concern, you know, about the incident involving a civilian assault in the police inspector in Jamaica. So instances of disrespect and violence against law enforcement officers can indeed be troubling and pose challenges to maintaining law and order. Law enforcement officers are tasked with enforcing the laws while upholding the principle of justice and order. When faced with situation where they are physically assaulted or threatened, it's crucial to follow proper procedures and protocols to ensure the safety of all parties involved. Law enforcement tactics and procedures can vary, and the response to such incidents may depend on the specific circumstances, training and policies. While addressing immediate concern is essential, systemic changes such as update to laws and policies can play a role in preventing and managing such incidents more effectively. I don't know if you remember a few years ago, you know, shortly after the INDICOM Act, a man was able to take away a policeman gun along and kill him. But the man, another policeman in a plain clothes and killed back the gunman. But the policeman already died, all because him in a film head, him afraid for you defend himself. You understand? He make the man fight, him and the man fight and the man take him gun and kill him. And another policeman, you understand? And then now, guess what? The same people must say, boy, the police will kill him. Him didn't have to kill him, could have shoot him in his foot. So them are so Jamaican is a criminal society, you know, me I tell you, you know. Oh, and yeah, I heard a certain blogger talk about Jamaica can fix. Or it will fix when you have one party. You have a criminal organization that pull the country this way. They will do anything for destroy it just because they want power. They don't care about Jamaica. You will never hear the PNP come out and condemn criminality and denounce it. Them not doing it. That's in them DNA. You understand? But we are passionate about improving law enforcement and the justice system in Jamaica. So it might hurt engaging with local advocacy groups and policymakers or participate in community initiatives that address these issues. Collaborative efforts can contribute to positive change and strengthen law enforcement practices. So, you know, our perspective emphasizes the need for more robust legal measures to protect police officers from assault, resistance, and obstruction. strengthening laws and imposing significant penalties for such offences can act as a deterrent and contribute to a safer working environment for law enforcement. Legal frameworks play a crucial role in defining and maintaining the boundaries of acceptable behavior, and legislation changes can significantly impact public conduct toward law enforcement officers. It's essential, however, to balance the need for protecting law enforcement with ensuring that the legal system remains fair and just. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, advocating for legal reform. Yeah, and hope the policymakers and the law enforcement, especially people in my federation, they can find some productive way to address the concern and work toward enhancing the safety and well-being of police officers. It's time now to stop using them outdated, them archaic law about assaulting police and there's no fingerprint in it. In America, even in the military, when I was being trained for you in a rule of engagement for fire my gun, you understand, in our war zone. If I'm seem like how you see the man push the police and this and that, you're authorized to use force, because once you're about to lose balance, you can fall backwards and hit your head and you can die. So once you're about to lose balance, you have all rights to discharge a firearm to protect your life. And that's what an inspector should have done. But hey, God, that's it, you understand. So we just like to see changes, These changes, and consider collaborating with, various groups, especially Federation and Parliament, for change the law them, for protect the police them from these kind of abuse. We just hope that the inspector report the incident immediately. The inspector hope him file a formal report, with his superior, detailing the assault and threats. And this is crucial for documentation and potential legal action. If my memory serves me right, I don't know. I think that it's a crime now for threatening somebody's life. And you hear it on the video, so I'm supposed to go to prison for 5 years. So, the police inspector, so would hopefully them can give us an update about this case. And I hope the inspector seek medical attention if needed. Whether or not him go on, because the man push him hard and he's supposed to feel pain and all them things, that's an injury on duty. So if the push cause physical harm, a doctor's report can be used as evidence. And say, him no need no witness statement because the camera is already there. The camera, the video is data in corroboration. And for the public, public pressure, citizens can voice their concern to the relevant authority. So contact the local representative, the Ministry of National Security, and demand a full investigation and prosecution. Social media campaign can also raise awareness. It's time now, addressing the lack of public condemnation, hold leaders accountable. If the Prime Minister and the opposition remain silent, citizens can express their disappointment publicly and vote with their conscience in future elections if leadership fail to uphold the rule of law. Why in Jamaica, that's not something I work, because in Jamaica, if you support the police, you are enemy of people. The people them want a lawless society. You cannot have your children and let your children tell you how they might behave and you uphold. No, you have to put stringent measures and you have to put things as deterrents on them, you understand? So the lack of public condemnation is concerning. Leaders should openly advocate for the respect of law enforcement officers and condemn such behavior. It is important to avoid generalization of one incident that doesn't reflect all Jamaicans. But we are saying, based on the popular vote last week, that these are the people who are out there who assault the police and disrespect them. And we just hope that the police them follow through and do the necessary with this man and make him face the court You understand? And if you go for man in assault, you have to just defend yourself. In my time, the outcome would be totally different. Because the man is supposed to assault a police officer, especially in that way. And the inspector is supposed to know, because once a man push you and you're about to lose your balance, that happened to me already, you know. You have a reason for discharge your firearm, you understand? Because if him, you understand, and him a come to it, you have to do that, because if you drop and hit your head, the back of your head, you can die. So you have to do that for protect, you're afraid for your life. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica, Young Police Channel out.